This is really what the Federal Reserve is raising rates to try to combat. So the more persistent inflation is, the more aggressive the Federal Reserve has to be. There was thought that they could raise rates 3/4 of a percentage points in the next couple of weeks. That's almost a near certainty. So there were recession talks going into this number. I think now the fact that the Fed has to be more aggressive in combating it means that the likelihood of recession is probably increased. Think about it this way: this is a cancer that the Federal Reserve is applying, chemotherapy to, and the more chemicals we have to use, the worse things are off for the rest of the body. And unfortunately, monetary policy works with a lag. It's been thought that a rate hike or even a rate ease really isn't felt through the economy for another year or so. So just because the Fed started raising rates a few months ago in the face of higher inflation doesn't necessarily mean it'll ultimately have an impact. So a lot of what we're seeing is really more of a supply constraint than it is demand driven. And the Fed obviously can't pump oil and they can't grow wheat. So all they can really do is impact the demand side of that supply demand equation.
I feel the inflation pain every day. Every day everything is going up and up. More than inflation, they're price adjusting, because even if inflation doesn't happen, they've raised the prices.
I noticed, I go and try to get milk, and even a half gallon of milk, it's hard to find for under $8, which is really hard and makes it really hard to afford things in poor areas. I live up in Washington Heights, and sometimes I have to come down here to get it for $6.50 so I can have milk in my home.